Hello students, and this is step 2 of chapter 5. So we're going to move forward with the images. Let's open index.html in a browser. Okay, this is what it looks like right now. And let's also open it in Notepad. Okay, I'm going to open mine in Notepad++. So here's the code that created that page. Okay, what we're going to do now is at the very bottom of the page, we're going to add another paragraph. I'm going to leave a little bit of space here. Open a p tag. And then I want you to insert an image. So we're going to insert Seattle.jpg. Now Seattle.jpg is inside our photos folder. It's this one right here. Now the image is extremely large. Okay, and we're going to use an image editing software program to decrease the size. Now, Photoshop is a very expensive program, and I don't expect everybody to have that on their computer. So I'm going to use GIMP. If you have Photoshop, great, good for you, use it. But you're going to have to understand how to resize images already. So hopefully you have some experience with Photoshop. But since GIMP is free, I'm going to use GIMP. And by the way, if you want to download GIMP, it's very easy. All you do is you go to a browser and you type download GIMP. It's going to bring you to this page. Go to downloads. It's very trustable. I shouldn't say that. It's not 100% trustable, I suppose, but I trust it. Click on this link right here that says download GIMP 2.8 directly. It'll create an executable file and run through the process of downloading GIMP. You will need some type of an image editing software, so if you don't have Photoshop, this is the next best thing. It has a lot of the features that Photoshop has. Okay? So let's go back to where we were here. We're going to insert that image. So img space src equals open quote. And it's in the photos folder. So we first have to go inside the photos folder. And then to a file called Seattle with 2 T's .jpg. Okay? And then we're going to close the bracket. Now I told you about the alt tag. We're going to be inserting alt tag in all of our images that we're going to do on this page a little bit later on. Okay? So we do have to close the p tag before we go any further. And now we're going to save this and we're going to refresh our page. I'm going to close this pencil one. We're going to refresh the page, and now we notice that this picture is gigantic. So in order to make this look normal sized on the web page, we're going to resize it. So we're going to do that in GIMP. So I'm going to open GIMP. Here's GIMP right here. Okay, I'll always like to put these a little bit under the tab so I can see my other tabs there. File, open, and I'm going to go to my desktop, inside HTML, inside my pod, inside photos, to a picture called Seattle.jpg. There it is. And click open. So here's the image. So what I want you to do now is select image, scale image, okay? And we're just gonna resize this to a normal size image that would make sense inside inside our page. So we're gonna change it to 600, which is half the size it is now. So if you change the width to 600 and just put your cursor in the height, it'll automatically adjust to the same dimension. Okay. If you want to change each of these independently, you have to click on this little lock here to unlock it. That allows you to change each number independently. But if you want to change them so they reference correctly, you keep the chain link on. Okay? Once it's set to what you want, and this is what we want, 600 by 400, we click scale. Now this is 100% of the image. If you ever wanted that image to show up full on the page, all you have to do is click on view, zoom, and if you go to zoom at 200%, it's bigger, but you can see that it's pixelated, okay? So we're going to go and zoom at 100% so we can see the actual size. This is the actual size of the image. So we're ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this image, okay? We're going to save this image as Seattle_MED. This is medium size. So File, and we're going to choose export. Okay, instead of save, we're going to choose export as, and we're going to save it as a JPEG file. So I'm going to click on select file types, and A, B, C, D, E, F, G, where's JPEG? Okay, right here, JPEG image. And we want to make sure we're in HTML MyPod Photos, and we have to rename it _MED. So Seattle _MED.jpg. So let's click on export. Okay, and again, we're gonna leave this quality at 90. That's fine, and we're gonna click on export. All right, now if we go back to our root folder, we'll see that not only do we have a Seattle.jpg, but we now have Seattle _MED.jpg. So let's simply go back here and change the file name to _MED, Control S, and now when we refresh the page, you can see that we have a nice medium-sized image on the page that looks so much better. This ends step 2 of chapter 5. Thank you.